이 위대한 구원. 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드리는 이 시간, 담당의 Darin Pantley 형제입니다.
Hello, this is Darin Pantley from Crosspoint Bible Church. We are in a political season here in America. The race for the White House is in full swing. We don't know what will happen next. TV pundits are hard at work finding ways to scare us into watching 24/7 coverage. Newspapers are publishing editorials telling us what to think and how to vote. Some of them speak truth, many do not. As Christians, we have a unique perspective on the turmoil. Our perspective comes from a place that isn't driven by money or fame or power. In Romans 13, it is written, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God." I am reminded of Israel's long history of various leaders documented in the Bible. Some of them were God-fearing people who accomplished great things. But when the people of Israel turned away from God, He allowed evil and corrupt leaders to gain power, with disastrous consequences for the nation. This concept of being subject to governing authorities applies to U.S. politics, too. We are subject to our governing authorities established by God. Notice that it said authorities, plural. We are talking about more than just the president here. We have many governing authorities at the federal, state, and local levels. We have mayors, governors, senators, and more. We also have various governing agencies, like the Department of Transportation or the Department of State Police. Our political parties have different ideas about how to structure the government and which leadership positions are needed most, but that doesn't change the core message here. Our authorities, regardless of whether they are Democrats, Republicans, independents, or something else, have been established by God. Psalm 146 says, "Do not put your trust in princes, in human beings who cannot save. When their spirit departs, they return to the ground. On that very day, their plans come to nothing." This feels more relevant than ever. Do you trust our politicians? Who do you trust? In 2 Chronicles chapter 7, it says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land." Imagine what it would look like to see God heal our land. No more arguments about which people matter and which people don't. No more poverty, no more pain, no more division. How do we get there? Do we have to pick the perfect candidate? Do we have to run for office? Do we have to talk some sense into our coworkers? Do we need to donate to a politician? We have big problems to fix, so many creative solutions will be needed. But let's start with prayer, because it looks like we are going to need some help in getting it done. And more importantly, we can't afford to be separated from God by our sin.
지금까지 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드렸습니다. 언어와 문화의 장벽을 없애고 실시간 동시 통역이 제공되는 크로스포인트 주니어 처치의 주일 예배 시간은 오전 11시이며 교회에 대한 안내는 847-212-6775로 문의해 주시길 바랍니다.